third is the financial education. The financial education is a school whereby it's a school of knowledge. It's a school of education and understanding on how to make money, manage money, multiply money, and still maintain. That is financial school for you. Financial school will, and this financial school is not a school whereby you are being enrolled, and at the end of the day, you are spending 5, 10, 15 years. Of course, you can spend all of that years, but at least for basis, highest to start with, it's a month. No wonder we'll have out of 100% of the rich people in our society, people understood how to make money. But most of the rich people in our society, they don't have the knowledge to maintain, to manage, and to multiply. So you can skip the scholastic programming and still thrive and still become multi-millionaire with just the spiritual education and the financial education. So the video explained how we've been robbed. Africans have been robbed. You know, civilization started from Egypt, Ethiopia precisely, whereby the whites, they robbed us, they removed the vital ingredients, the vital key, the good aspect of education, they removed it, and they sent us the other one, that because they knew that if they give us this Western education, they've removed what is vital. No wonder we are so vast with scholastic programming. And we've been programmed in two ways, to either go to school, study hard, or secure a good job. Especially giant of Africa, Nigeria in quotes. The only two means we know how to acquire wealth is either by schooling or by, what's the other part? Or learning a trade. And we all agree with me that it's an outdated model already, because this is an economy we call connected economy. The era of industrial era is long gone. So this is an advanced, the video we just saw, it's an advanced slavery. So that's my dad illustration about slavery, about African slavery. So without wasting much of our time, tonight's training is very short, and we would like us to pay rapt attention. It's a training of mind. It's a mindset training. And mindset training is a vital part of this business. Don't forget, the goal of our business is education and understanding. We educate, then we educate people, and we make people understand what the 21st century business is all about. So you will agree with me that as minute as our art is, our mind is capable of shaping our whole life, of controlling our whole system, meaning that mind is just like a driver to our body. And this mind that we're talking about can never be empty. You can either be thinking positive or as well be thinking negative, but at some point in time, your mind can never be empty. So what are you engaging your mind with? Are you the kind of person that thinks positively always, or you're the kind of person that is filled, your thoughts is filled with negative thoughts? So this is very, very vital, very, very important. You need to take care of your mind, because it started with the mind and it will end with the mind. So the difference between the poor and the rich is still the mind, it's mindset. So you need to have the ability to learn and to unlearn. To learn and to learn, because in this 21st century, the illiterate of this 21st century is not an illiterate that is not liberated. The illiterate of this 21st century is an illiterate who is daft in thinking, who is not open to opportunity, and who lacks the ability to unlearn, learn, and relearn. That's just it. So tonight's training is captioned, "Clarity is the King." Clarity is the king. And you agree with me that if you don't know what you want, you can't get it. You can't get it because what you don't have, you don't have that particular thing in your possession. It is very difficult for you to even to control it. So if you don't know what you want, you can't get it. You just have to understand that the word clarity is it's gotten from the word clear, like clay. Your path has to be clear. You have to have a clear, you have to have a clear vision. So people with goals succeed because they know where they are going. People with goals succeed because they know where they are going, because the vision is very clear. They have a clear vision. See, your journey in the 21st century business starts from identifying yourself, define your real self. And what do I mean by define your real self is that you need to understand where you're coming from, where you are, and where you are headed. See, it's not a rocket science. Before you can make a headway in life, before you can become that kind of person, the better version of yourself, you need to understand yourself. You need to understand who you really are, because if you don't understand who you are, you will follow the multitude. And don't forget, the broad way leads to destruction, while the narrow way leads to success. There are two different things. And journey to success is so narrow, lonely and narrow, meaning that the other part, which is the broad way, is for the majority. Don't forget, we have lots of distractions on the broad road. We have comfort zones under the shade where you can sit, where you can entertain, where you can easily be distracted. No wonder we'll have 95% struggling masses to 5% web builders. And the analysis has proven that out of this 5%, there are those who still cut corners. But believe me and trust me, in the real world, you can't cut corners to success. It is not possible. It is not possible. So clarity of vision creates clarity of priorities. See, when your vision is so clear, automatically you've created you've created a clarity of priorities, meaning that what the Bible says about clarity, no, not clarity, sorry, said, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. The same rule, the same principle is applied here. How big is your vision? How clear is that vision? Because it is not possible for you to chase what is not clear. It is not possible. Now, why most entrepreneurs are stuck? Let's study the reasons why most entrepreneurs in 21st century business are stuck. The first one is that they talk big vision, but don't have clear targets. This is deep. I might not be explaining in depth because of our time, but I want you to follow through. They talk big vision. They have a big vision. They are good at explaining their vision. They are good at expressing themselves, how big the vision is. But believe me and trust me, there are a lot of visions that are actually awaiting action, or that are still in the dream session, waiting for that big exposure. But what are the plans? What are your targets towards this vision? Yes, the vision is big. Yes, you have good plans. Yes, you have a wider view of life. But you are seeing yourself there. But there are no clear targets. There are nothing. You're not doing anything to start the journey to advance into that big vision. Now, they want freedom, but can't define what that looks like. Everybody wants freedom. There are three mandatory freedoms. that we needed as human. The first is health freedom, followed by financial freedom, and followed by time freedom. These three freedoms, 95% of the struggling masses of the world population has been robbed of these three freedoms. And the good news is that AIM Global Alliance in Motion, this wonderful company that we partnered with, has these three freedoms: the health freedom, the financial freedom, and the time freedom. But it's quite unfortunate that even 78% of partners of this wonderful organization, wonderful company, lacks this freedom. I want you to understand this part, because they failed to define what it actually looks like. There are three ways that, see, this organization is a wonderful organization, and I love the way they arrange this kind of these freedoms, these three freedoms. The first is health freedom. When you sign up, you have a lifetime health insurance with Alliance in Motion, because ideally, the product given to you is for you to use so that you'll be in vibrant health. And once your health issue is sorted, you can do your business with good health, in good health. Meaning that you will start this journey that you started at the beginning of this journey. You will start earning, you will start working more while you are earning less. But at the end of the results, you started being an active income earner, and at the end of the day, the end result is being a passive income earner, meaning that you've attained your residual income. That is when you can say you are financially free. Then once you are financially free, definitely time freedom will automatically come. You will have your time freedom to spend with your friends and family. It's not rocket science. That's just the simple analysis of these three freedoms. But 78% of our partners don't understand this simple fact of defining what these three freedoms looks like. So we need to clear this vision. We need a clearance in our mindsets to understand what we're actually doing, the kind of problem we're actually solving. We need to understand it very, very well. So they want leaders, but haven't listed what kind of leaders they want. See, this is another aspect of the business that is really affecting majority of our partners in this business. Leadership skills. No wonder we have more of hunters to farmer. You know, there is a difference between hunters and farmer. The hunter only goes after what he wants to eat at that particular point in time. Instant gratification. So like this kind of people will remain recruiter in the business. They will remain hunting. We call them hunters. They will keep on hunting. No wonder they continue to work like an employee. In this 21st century, you find yourself in the 21st century business that can give you freedom, but still, because you lack leadership skills. So that kind of leader is still working like an employee, an hunter. Why a leader is a farmer is a leader. Because a farmer understood planting season, cultivating season, and harvesting season. So you have to possess the mind of leadership, because you want to be that leader, but you haven't listed what kind of leader you want. And we will all understand that this business is business of duplication, leverage and duplication, meaning that you can't attract the kind of person you are not. See, you attract, go and check your downline, go and check people doing business under you. You understand that whatever you are doing, the kind of you is the kind of leader you are attracting. That's the truth. So confused energy equals to confused results. Once you don't have a clear vision of who you are, you don't have a clear vision of where you are headed, definitely you are confused. And once that confused energy is infused, definitely you will get a confused result. You will be like, you are kind of person that you don't have a daily routine, you don't know what to do, then automatically you are confused. You are still guessing, with this business give me what I want? Am I really an entrepreneur? You are still trying to find a balance between your past and your present. And don't forget, there's a part of this clarity in this business that in the corporate world, don't let me go there for now. I will leave it for another day.
Boluwatife, Ambassador, please don't go there. Go there. We are ready for you tonight. Go there. Go everywhere you have to go. Today, this is leadership session. Anybody that's in a hurry can hurry and go, but please feel free and dig deep. If I dig deeper, we are here. Oh my God.
All right, ma. All right, ma. I want to expand. I would have loved to expatiate more on confused energy to confused results, because I want to compare the 21st century business model to the corporate model. Because in corporate model, we discovered that lots of people or employee don't understand. They are confused. See, in the beginning, when they get employed, they beg to apply. No wonder we have civil servants. We have civil servants. From the word civil servants, at the beginning of their business, don't forget they signed the contract of maybe 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 35 years, 40 years. They are based on their life structure is based on salary. Now they are enjoying the salary, they're enjoying their salary. Still, they are still banking on loan to execute some crucial projects. So, and at the end of the day, after working 30 to 35 years, feeling that don't forget they are at their comfort zone, no stress, 30-day cycle, but I call it rat race. It's still a 30-day cycle, either 30-day cycle, 7-day cycle, or maybe 50-week cycle. So it's 50-week cycle rather. It's still the same thing. They are confused. Do you know why I say they are confused? Is that they've enjoyed in the beginning of their race, their journey. But at the end of it all, they retire home broke. No wonder we'll have lots of pensioners that are, God, have mercy. Well, we need a mindset shift. We need a mindset reprogramming. Africans, Nigerian majorly. And in this 21st century business, this 21st century business, at the beginning, our past, we only know of our past, but our present is better, is much more better. Our present in this business is much more better because we found a gold mine. And we are ready to, for those who are ready to mine this gold mine, automatically, at the end of it all, we will all attain our residual income, provided we are doing the needful. Can you see the difference? The difference between the corporate world and the business of the 21st century is clear. Meaning at the beginning of their journey, of their employee journey, what they have, they thought they are enjoying, but at the end of the day, they retire home broke. So you see them complaining that after serving a particular organization for 35 years, at the end of the day, what's the result? They turn to, we call them corporate beggars, because they beg to apply. So their energy has been confused because the way they've programmed us in this country. So confused energy definitely will lead to confused results. But I congratulate you all for aligning with the 21st century business, to saying yes to this business opportunity, which has given us a clear vision, provided we are able to follow the system. The true system of this business is to understand the business and to use this and to follow the system. That's all. The brain can't chase what it can't see clearly. It's not possible. You can't give what you don't have. I said it at the beginning of this training that it all started from the mind, and at the same time, it's going to end with the mind. The difference between the poor and the rich is still mind, it's mindsets. So your brain cannot process, cannot chase what is not seen clearly. What do you want to act upon? That blurry vision. That vision, that vision that is not analyzed. It's not possible. You can't work on a vision that is not analyzed. There's no wonder, we'll keep doing things anyhow. And if you do things anyhow, definitely you see anyhow results. It's as simple as that. Clarify your purpose. What is the why behind everything you do? When we know this, when we know this in life or design, it is very empowering and the path is clear. It's as simple as that. Just clarify that purpose. Clarify that vision. Make that vision big enough so that when you see them in bold letters, at least it will start you into action. So we proceed. There are 3 levels of clarity required for massive results. The first level is the vision clarity itself, the vision itself. What does your life looks like in 2 to 5 years through this business? Are you the kind of person that you have that you have your set goals, that vision? This business, we all have the same partnership, the same partnership model, the same personalized website. The DTZ, our direct tracking system, is the same thing. We are all starting from ground zero, but Alliance in Motion, Global has given us blank check to write in our future, the kind of income we want to be making. So if your vision is not clear enough, the journey that will have taken you like 2 to 5 years, you can turn into 10 to 15 years, some 20, 30 years. But if you have a wider vision and you have targets, you have plans to this vision, definitely within 2 to 5 years, at least you should have been near, if not enjoying your residual income, you should be near to your residual income. So what is your plan? How are you seeing yourself in the next 2 to 5 years through this business? Be specific. The kind of income you want for yourself, the kind of lifestyle you want to live, the kind of team, the kind of influence, the kind of connection you will have gathered by that time. So all of these things, just analyze your vision. Let your vision be so clear. Then the second one is daily activity clarity. How many people do you expose daily? How many people do you show your business to daily? What exact action moves you forward? See, everyone in this life has a potential. We all have potential, but the problem is that in the coming years, artificial intelligence, or let me be specific, robotics, will do more great works than human, because human by default are trained to through their flesh, are trained to be lazy. So what exactly action moves you forward? That particular thing, we all have a driver, and we all have a God-given potential. Don't forget, the reason why most people program themselves to failure is simply because they have failed to harness their God-given potential. No wonder another person, a higher authority, a higher person tagged as boss will now hire them and pay them a little of that particular percent or of that particular potential, that God-given potential. They will now pay them little as a reward, little percentage of that God-given potential. They will pay them as a reward of their potential, because they are too lazy to clarify their daily activities. They are too lazy to define themselves. So what exact actions moves you forward? Don't forget, journey to success is not easy. And we said there is nothing like maybe failure or success. See, and alongside your journey to success, you have success and failure to work with, because as much failure on your journey to success, the more closer you are to your success. Until when you reach your final destination, that is when you can say bye to failure. Because journey on the journey to success, it's failure and success works hand in hand. Because the amount of your failure, it's a steps to your success, to your actual success. So we need to know the kind of action we take on daily basis. We need to pay attention to these 3 levels of clarity required for massive success. Now, leadership clarity. It is quite unfortunate that most of us are still stuck in this leadership clarity. What kind of leaders are you becoming? What standards are you building your team on? See, you can attract you see the kind of leaders that will emerge under you will be the exact kind of leader you are. It's a simple law of nature, give and take. What standard are you building your team on? Do you know who you really are? Have you analyzed your potential? Have you clarified your vision? What is your aim? Where are you seeing yourself in the coming years? These 3 things is very, very crucial, very, very important. Vision clarity, daily active clarity, and leadership clarity. These 3 things will yield massive results. Don't forget, always remember your big why you said yes to this business. Then you now need to work towards that big why, that big vision. You just need to work. See, just take a day at a time. Do the activities and go. Don't be emotionally attached to results. You've done the right thing. All you need to do, you've clarified your daily activities. Then move on to the next. Don't forget the power of compound effect. Compound effect will always bring massive results, provided you didn't back off, provided you didn't take a pause. Because consistency and perseverance will yield massive results. Then the 3rd one, leadership. Don't forget, you have to become that leader first. By becoming that leader, definitely you will duplicate yourself into your upcoming leaders. So exactly what you do, you are duplicating, either consciously or unconsciously. So we need to work more on these 3 things to achieve massive results. Now, you can't attract what you haven't defined, meaning that until when you define your real self, you define that vision, there is clarity in that vision, you understood where you are headed, definitely you will attract quality. Now, I used to do this simple analysis, and this simple analysis is very, very true and genuine. Knowledge will attract value. Value will attract people. People will attract wealth. Very simple. Now, in that knowledge alone, knowledge is the first thing. Don't forget the goal of this business, education and understanding. See, knowledge will give you understanding. Understanding, after attaining that understanding, definitely you need wisdom to apply that what you've understood. Definitely, if you applied wisdom to what you've understood, meaning that automatically you will attract value. And once you attract value, you are at the leadership stage. Definitely, people will want to duplicate, will want to copy what that thing you are doing. Then automatically, if you've established social capital, you've successfully attracted people to you, definitely wealth will come. Let me proceed. Write it down. Write it to own it. Create your success blueprint by answering this with complete honesty. Be honest. Be honest. Number one, what exact monthly income do I want to earn? And there are simple rules to this. If you give yourself a target of that this month, I want to earn 500,000. Give or take, if you work towards this your target, I can bet it with you. You might either make that 500, above that 500, or close to that 500. Meaning that if your action is not matching your results, averagely you should at least make well above 300,000 because you've given yourself a target of 500,000. So if you work towards that same 500,000 the coming months, you might still, because you just have to increase your momentum. So at least you are getting closer to what you earn, and it will propel you into achieving that your desired income, your monthly income. The second, what we have here next is what's my dream rank and deadline to hit it. That vision, that big dream, that your dream house, the kind of lifestyle you've always dreamt of. Now, does this has a deadline? Like the dream part, the action part of this, there must be a deadline. Maybe your target is 5 years. You want to become financially free in the next 5 years, within the next 5 years. Maybe you want to become financially free within the next 3 years. There should be deadline. There must be deadlines so that when you have a stipulated time frame, it will charge you into action. So, what kind of team culture am I building? These are personal questions you need to ask yourself. What kind of team culture am I building? Am I the type that will tell my team members to do a particular thing I'm not willing to do? What do I want people to say about my leadership? Don't forget, every action automatically has reaction. There is always reactions to every action taken. So we need to be very, very mindful. We need to understand the fact that whatever we are doing, anywhere we are, people are seeing us. Leadership is very, very vital because people are looking up to you. So you need to position yourself in the right position so that people will do the exact thing you want them to do. So if you can't write it clearly, you are not committed yet. If you can't define your vision, you are not there yet. Meaning that you are not committed. No wonder we are seeing the result is not coming. All of these things are simple things that if we start putting into action, definitely results will come. With perseverance and consistency, compound effects will bring results. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Proverbs chapter 28, verse 18. The first part, the part A, said, where there is no vision, the people perish. It's as simple as that. Even the Bible recognizes this. When there is no the vision is not clear. People are doing things anyhow. Definitely they will see anyhow results. No focus, no direction, no bearing. So vague goals produce vague results. It's as simple as that. Then you can't hit a target you can't see. You can't hit the target you can't see. Because a vague goal is unclear. No specification. Lack of details. No direction, no bearing. I will do it later. There are vague goals. Doing later, procrastinating what you're supposed to do right now. What you're supposed to do, they're supposed to give you results. You are procrastinating. Your goals are vague. So definitely you produce vague results. Now, master leadership clarity challenge. Write and declare the following. I will earn, you will now put that figure, maybe 500,000 in a month, maybe ₦1 million in a month, maybe 1.5 million, 2 million, 3 million in monthly by so time, so date. There must be a deadline. I will build a team of maybe 10 active leaders, maybe 20 active leaders, 30, 40, 100. We have been given blank check to write our destiny, So enough of this collective programming. So I commit to exposing. How many people do you want to be exposing your business to daily? Is it 2? Is it 4? Is it 6? Is it 8? Don't forget, you are the CEO of your business. You are a CEO on your own. So you are a determinant to your business. You have the what's it called? You have the power of volition to choose how you want to run your business. And thank God, mentorship in this business is footprints. It's footprints. If you don't know today, mentorship in this business is footprints. So your mentor might be telling you, Mr. Lagbaja, you're supposed to do this, you're not doing as well, and you choose that mentor. Now only they say, now only they talk. Now like this, as I be they run my business. I be not your business, of course. It's not your business. It's not his business. So you have to be committed to exposing. If yours is 2, but make sure you have active candidate lists. Make sure you are adding new people to your numbers every day. To your active candidate list every day on daily basis. Yours might be 2, yours might be 4, yours might be 6, depending. Think, then print it. Put it where you see it every morning. If you don't want to forget, if you know you are not good with routines, then you need to do this. Print it, put it where you see it every morning, clearly, with all clarity. Review it weekly to check your alignments. Don't forget alignments too is part of that clarity. Because at the end of the day, clarity is the king. Clarity comes from actions, not thoughts. It's the action that the action taking that will bring results. What is the purpose of that vision that you still have in your thoughts? Awaiting action. It's useless. Nobody is seeing you. Nobody is seeing your effort. You are trying, but when the result is not forthcoming, that means you are not trying at all, or you need to increase the level of your try. Now, let me quickly recap. Lack of clarity is #1 enemy of momentum. Lack of clarity is #1 enemy of momentum. Meaning that, see, when the vision is not clear, there is nothing to act upon. It's as simple as ABC. Nothing to act upon. Your brain obeys specific written instructions. Leaders are clear. Followers are confused. As a leader, what is your job as a leader? What is your primary responsibility or assignment as a leader? Is to align your followers. Make sure you impact knowledge in them to unlearn, and for them to learn, and for them to relearn. So that is your top priority as a leader. You have to position yourself in that clarity part, because you will definitely duplicate yourself into your followers. So your job, your major priority is to make sure that your followers are not confused. Decide what you want. Decide what you want. This is life. You have, thank God that this business, this 21st century business, at least one of the number one criteria is that you must at least be 18 years and above before you can sign into this business. So meaning that you have the power of volition, you have the power to choose, to decide what you want. The kind of lifestyle that you've lived in the past, are you comfortable with this kind of lifestyle? Where do you see yourself in the coming years? Albert Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. The reason why most people are still stuck is because they are addicted to the approval of other people's opinion. Prayer, family prayer. If I do this, what will my colleagues say about me? Because you've not decided who you really want, what you really want for yourself. It's hard. People make decisions for you. You're not there yet. Write it, speak it, act on it. Write it, speak it, act on it. Thank you very much. I've come to the end of tonight's training. Clarity is the king. Thank you, SARS. Thank you, mentors. Thank you for the privilege given. And I want to believe that if we act upon tonight's training, if you add it to our daily DMO, daily method of operation, definitely our results will be massive. Welcome to the 21st century business once again. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, please, can we first and foremost engage our base of emojis to appreciate him? Please, let's engage the best emojis we can to show him how much we love what he has done tonight. Please. Thank you. I'm seeing it already. I'm seeing it. Let's engage the best of our emojis. Heart emojis, fire emojis, love emojis. Ladies and gentlemen, honestly, people that are in this business that are not availing themselves of the opportunity of adding value to ourselves. You know, I don't know. Tonight is another great, powerful, awesome day. Wow. Well done. Thank you so much, Ambassador Hope. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you. Honestly, we can't thank you enough for tonight. We can't thank you enough for tonight. You have touched several areas, key points, the things that differentiate those that are making the success and the successful ones, both in life and in this business. One good thing about this, our trainings about this business, the business will not just teach you about the business, it will teach you about life. It will expose you to several areas of life. Honestly, I don't know about you, but coming across this amazing opportunity is one of the best things that has happened to my life. I don't know about it. Things I never would have, things I wouldn't have even thought of or thought about. I mean, today I look at myself and in fact, I just start thanking God all over. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful time. HF will say that some millions or billions have been added to our pockets. Okay, Dr. Ideniga says, very direct and full of value. Yes, very, very direct and full of value. I love that. I love that. Please remember, I want to remind us once again, our leadership sessions are for us to be able to interact. We ask questions, we make contributions, you even practice being heard. You practice being heard. It is from this platform that I learned that anything anytime you attend a program, be it in your worship or you attend, don't just go unnoticed. Make sure, just try to do something or say something, So having said that, that will tell you that we're expecting somebody's hand. You want to appreciate our speaker. You want to say something, you want to throw more light. You want to, ask questions. Today is one of those opportunities. Okay? Today is one of those opportunities. Whether from what he has taught us tonight, you want an expansion, or you want more understanding, or you have been facing difficulty in this area, or in one area or the other, or in these areas. This is where I'm going to table it before leaders, ambassadors, great men and women in this house, so that they will, help you to chart way forward. Okay? I'm expecting to see hands raised. People that want to commend our speaker, people that want to say something, people that want to ask questions. I'm not seeing any hand here. Thank you so much, our speaker for the day. I'm looking, this Abiodun Adebisi. Please, if you don't mind, I want you to throw more light to what we have tonight. Abiodun Adebisi, Ambassador Abiodun Adebisi, please, you can unmute yourself. Ambassador, unmute yourself, please, and talk to us. Thank you. While he's doing that, I am shopping for more people. I expect you to ask questions. I expect you to say something. Because, yes, I know that what he has done this night, even though it's self-explanatory, but you raising her to say something today, some other people can also learn from you. Okay? Ambassador Abiodun Adebisi, can you unmute yourself? Okay, while we're getting him ready, I want somebody that can just help me to appreciate this great speaker tonight. I want someone that can help me appreciate him. I'm going to call names if I'm not seeing hands raised. I'm going to call names. Of course, Essence Global is the kingmaker for tonight. Essence Global, please, can you just unmute yourself? We know that Ambassador Hope is in your team. He confided in me how God has used you to.
Yeah,
Essence
good morning.
Global.
Good morning. Can you hear me loud and clear? Good morning.
Yes,
good morning, every leaders.
Loud and
It's
clear.
an
Loud
awesome.
and clear.
Relax. Learning. It's an awesome presentation tonight. That's power of duplication. You cannot get the kind of leader if you don't become that leader first. You have to become that particular leader first. And if you don't know where you are going, you don't take charge of your business, you don't know where you are going, you don't take the right seat of the driver's seat of your business. You don't take charge of that business. If someone helps you to take the driver's seat, you will be taking it to they will be driving you anyhow. That is, you must know where you are going. They let us know that when the vision is clear, the price to pay will be much easier. If I tell you that this wonderful guy that did presentation tonight, he starts this business precisely April 1, 2025.
Wow.
He started this business April 1, 2025. This year, he's just 4 months in the business. Just 4 months. Wow. See the way he's it's just a blessing to SM Global Project. See, in his 4 months, he has become a millionaire achiever, doing excellently well in the business. So many that it's not how long, but how well. How are you building? Are you intentional enough when you join the business that is working the whole time? But according to what he said, the reason why majority of leaders are stuck is that they don't know where they are going. They are just their business and this one will be a lesson for each and every one of leaders in the house, that it is possible for each and every one of us to raise men, to raise warriors within few months in the business. But before you raise those people, you yourself, you must become that valuable person first. And out of his 4 months, he used 4 months to do what? To do the SMO, to do the knowledge aspect of the business. The first 1 month, and after the first 1 month, he go to income producing activities, and is one of our best leaders in the business today. Thank you very much, Ambassador Boluwatife, who are here. The sky will be your starting point. The sky will be your starting point. Thank you very much for giving me the privilege. I'm the joyous person tonight. Thank you very much.
Wow. Awesome. So, from what for the benefit of those of us that are new in this system, when I mentioned that Essence Global is the kingmaker for tonight, I am actually letting you know that he is the one. I mean, that this guy that spoke to us tonight is in his team. That is to say, if he didn't say yes to this opportunity, maybe this wonderful gentleman will still be, I don't know, he will still be, anyway, I'm coming to that. I'm coming, roasting, wasting. Please permit me to say wasting, that is the right word. He will have continued to wait wherever he has been. But look at just under 4 months, see where this guy is already today. And Essence Global says something, you can only produce the kind of leader you are. It simply tells you that you have to first become, then it will be very easy for you to build these kind of leaders. So that will take me, please, Ambassador Hope, if you don't mind, can you just give us a brief background, of who you are? Because, like, personally, I've not known what's your background, where are you coming from, what were you doing before now, how did you come over? I mean, how did you come across this amazing opportunity? Please, if you don't mind, just share a little bit of your story to encourage more people to be like you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. Do I really have a story? Well, everybody has a story.
Yes, everybody has
Anyways,
a story.
I don't even know where to start from. But I will try to summarize a little story about myself. I'm a young man that hails from an average background family. We're neither rich nor poor, and my parents are both civil servants, both retired now. And but one thing I've always known about my family is that we're always rich, but they have the knowledge to acquire riches, but maintenance and to maintain it and to multiply it is the problem. So in this trying economy, both of them are retired, and literally my and my siblings were training on same paths, because my dad is retired as a lecturer, while my mom as a school teacher. So in that kind of lifestyle, it has always been a 3 lines forming triangle, meaning from church to house, from house to school. It has always been like that. And my former educational background is simply single-sex school, meaning we are not that exposed to opposite gender, and it affected my growth, not myself and my siblings, because the ability to face the community and the way school has programmed us. School has programmed us to fail. It took me so many years to understand this fact, because going to school, we've been programmed to accept fear as part of ourselves. And what I mean by accepting fear as part of our lifestyle is that we fear lecturers. Even when we read, then you are scared of that particular lecturer. You are scared to fail. You understand that part? being scared to fail no wonder it is very difficult in the corporate world for an individual to accept failure as part of success. So it grew me into being a core introvert. So, and from there I studied architecture. I'm a graduate of architectural technology, and I've taught 29 states in Nigeria out of 36 states. I've practiced architecture in the north, in the east, and same as in the western part of Nigeria, in Ibadan. So I came in contact with this business opportunity January 14 this year. But I was working with, because I've tried the northern part of the country, architecture in the northern part of the country. But I really want to explore more on western part of Nigeria. So that was what led me to the city of Ibadan. So when I came in contact with this opportunity, I've seen this business far back as 2019. But I was like, I still want to explore my profession. So then, now this opportunity representing itself to me, it's an avenue for me to give it a trial. So, and I could remember vividly when I walked into the presentation hall, I was like, I wasn't contented with the kind of lifestyle I was living. So as I needed more. Now both of my parents are retired. Their pension is not even there. It's not part of it. So meaning that one day I will still end up the same way they ended up. Because the unemployment rate, the kind of salary structure, all of that, and you get contracts in less than 2 to 3 months, you've exhausted the the profits. So you're back on the street hunting for clients. And you all agree with me that in these professions, only those who are at the top are making stupendous income. If you are not connected as an architect, OYO, or you're on your own. So connection is hard. You need to work, you need to practicing as an architect, put on offline, online, Fiverr, Upwork, doing all of that together just to make ends meet. But I've always understood that one day I will hit my jackpot with my architecture profession. Maybe at the age of 40, 50 years old, but I have always wanted more for myself. And I have this mantra of not saying no to an opportunity. That was what led me to the 21st century business. I walked into the presentation on serious mindsets, hoping that I'm better than than those who invited me, not knowing that I found myself in a business school. Yes, in a business school. I was like, how architect is, it's in our DNA. So, but to God be the glory, I caught a lot of value and I said yes to the business. So I started attending cell meetings for let's say 2.5 months. So it was on a particular cell meeting training that I had a mindset shift. Because I could remember it was Ambassador Akimbode Northfield that delivered that powerful cell meeting that very day. And he talked about this particular thing. I'm trying to recollect now. I want to put it in a better way. It's a Yoruba proverb. Is it Yoruba proverb or adage that says, I will say it in Yoruba, then I will try to put it in English. He said, ìgbà tí wọ́n sùn wọ́n ti pin tán, ìgbà tí wọ́n sùn tó ń falala wọ́n ti pin tán, ìgbà tílẹ̀ wá mọ́ tán ó wá ń wá nǹkan tó fẹ́ fi ṣiṣẹ́ kiri. So meaning the interpretation in English is that while you were sleeping, you were busy sleeping, as lazy as you are, you were busy sleeping. They shared all the vitals all through the night. So when you wake up to reality, it is done already. You have nothing to work with during the day.
Oh my God.
So it was by that time I just had a mindset shift that, wow, really? So I believed that being in corporate world is still a rat race. And if care is not taken, I might end up where my parents ended up. Because if not that God bless, if not for God's blessings and provision, we all understood the life of a pensioner in this part of the continent. So I'm glad I said yes to this business, and I was enrolled into the Millionaire School immediately, March 1, 2025. I tendered my resignation letter March 1, 2025. I resumed to a project office March 2nd, 2025. And I started, that was the day I was enrolled into a Millionaire School. And I graduated after a month. It took me a month to graduate. And I found myself in income producing activities. And ever since then, I give glory to Almighty God for saying yes to this opportunity. And my most gratitude goes to God Almighty and my wonderful sponsor, Ambassador Oladokun Fumilayo. Anywhere she is, may God continue to bless her and enlarge her coast. So, because I saw this business through her, and God made me, I really appreciate her, and I appreciate all my mentors in Essence Global Project that has been mentoring me day and night. And I pray that God will continue to enlarge their coast, add more value to their day-to-day activities. And I pray I pray for all Essence Global family and all teams under this wonderful platform, Achievers, that God will continue to bless us all and more greater earnings. I pray you all. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was a great one. For some of us in this Zoom session tonight, I want to believe that maybe what happened to Ambassador Hope on that cell meeting where he gave this adage, that Yoruba adage. Thank God this Zoom session is being recorded. I want to return. In fact, I will want to, I'm not so fluent in Yoruba, but I will want to really be able to pronounce those words, because just pronouncing it alone is deep enough already, you know, to make somebody to have a rethink, a deep rethink, because by the time you are sleeping and all the good things of life have been shared among the people that were awake. You, that is when you are waking up. I mean, I don't know what you're waking up to. Again, ladies and gentlemen, honestly, tonight is full of values. It's full of values. I cannot tell you how much I have gotten this night, but trust me, I'm not returning back the same person. Excuse me, I'm not returning back the same person. Special thanks to all the leaders. Doc Adenuga, I know that is your team that is still moving. To Ambassador Nephew, to Ambassador Hope tonight. Thank you, people. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to everybody that has attended, and you are still here till now. It means that you are really, really hungry for more. And trust me, by the special grace of God, more and more and more will be added onto you, because what you are doing by attending these trainings is to build yourself more, acquire more knowledge, acquire more capacity. And trust me, you can never remain the same. Thank you, everybody. I haven't seen anybody's hand raised to ask question, to confirm anything. That being said, it means that, of course, our trainer tonight was awesome. Everything he taught us, we understood it. Another thing we must do is to go out there and implement it. Go out there and implement it. Another thing you must also do, every Monday and Thursday, you are coming to this platform, have your pen and paper. Because, I mean, if you put those things down and put them into practice, definitely the result must show. The result must show. You can see if you can show under few months, someone that just connected under few months is already a millionaire circle member. You know what that means. You know what that means. For in this system, for you to be a millionaire circle member, you have earned at least 5 million and upwards. So that's what we are talking about. That's what this system is capable of doing. Our speaker told us that this system gives us an open check. How much do you want to make is left for you? As your own CEO, how much do you want to make? Is any amount you're right. The support system is there. And then, of course, the population is also there. The social media is there. The 21st century advantage you have is there for us to deploy and become whoever we want to be. Because trust me, when he was talking, I happen to be a retiree. I'm a retiree. So the things he said tonight, I mean, I know how, I can tell you one-on-one that I related. But to the glory of God, that race of, that life of retiree, I'm not facing it today because one time like that in my life, I took a decision. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an awesome night. It has been an amazing training. I want to believe that nobody here will miss next Thursday. We're going to meet again on Saturday, but that will be our opportunity plan presentation. If there's anybody you know, you love, you care for, make sure you share the link with that person and bring the person to our Zoom room so that he can get to understand what is possible for him or her. I have also checked again, no hand raised. It means that we are good to go. So I want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of us. Once again, Ambassador Hope, we appreciate you. We trust that next time when we call upon you, when we knock on your door, you will answer us. And we pray that God will continue to add more knowledge on what you have already and cause doors of opportunities to open to you, by the special grace of God. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it a night. We're going to call it a night. Do enjoy a beautiful night rest. Let's apply all that we have learned tonight. Apply it tomorrow, and then on Saturday, let us fill this Zoom room to capacity with our new guests. God bless you all. Good night once again, and bye.
Thank